not a game, it's a rich thing.
Alrighty guys, so this is the last video of this ancestry, unless you guys have more questions or anything. But I'm basically going to touch bases on how my relationship is with everyone right now. So with my grandmother, I just talked to her yesterday. We was on the phone for like almost 2 hours, just talking about good stuff, just her giving me advice and us just talking regular. I try to constantly text people and let them know, just text them when you get a chance. You know, I know being in these type of situations is difficult because, for one, you're new to the family and you don't want to over indulge yourself. Like, you don't want to irritate people, or feel like you're irritating people, because I'm that type of person. Like, I don't want to text people over and over and over again, things like that. But I definitely do make it my business to sometimes just reach out just to see how this person is doing or how this person is feeling. So yeah, with my grandmother, me and her have been on a FaceTime a couple times now, talking and things like that. So I feel really, really great about that relationship, as well as my uncle, my brother's dad. I was on the phone with him for 2 hours. We had a good conversation. I haven't talked to him much again after that, but that's a relationship that we have to, build upon. And my sister, like I said, a good relationship right there. Me and my sister, we just went out this past weekend. Me, her, my boyfriend, and her boyfriend. We had us a good time. We went swimming. We and her both fell out in the water. It was crazy, but we had us a really, really, really good time. My dad, I went over there to his house again to see him. He barbecued and I got some food, and he was like, come over whenever. Like, he's very, very, very welcoming and so excited to have me as a part of the family. And my brother, me and him, honestly guys, this is the only person I think I haven't really had a conversation with. So that's something that we're going to have to work on. And I'm going to have to see how I can deal with that situation. And a lot of times in these situations, especially the situation I'm in, me personally, this may not be the same situation for you. But my family on my father's side have little conflict. So I put myself in the middle trying to be the peacemaker. But that's not my business. Like, I'm new to the equation, and I want to meet everyone. I want everyone to be everyone, but that's not for me to put myself in that situation. So that's something I had to definitely learn, and I had to learn to just let people go at their own pace. Just like with my sister, in the beginning, I thought it wasn't going to be anything. I thought like maybe she wouldn't want to get to know me, but now she's inviting me. Let's go here. Let's go. She's excited to get to know me, and I appreciate that. And let's talk about this. I honestly highly, highly, highly recommend that you guys do Ancestry DNA. I know that it sounds maybe scary to people. Some people may be nervous because they don't know what could come out of it. And honestly speaking, this is not funny, but it's like it was just like my anxiety. I was thinking, what if my mama not my mama, or what if my, like, what could come out? Because I see so many times that things come out, and that's scary. Like, you don't know, it's the unknown of what could come out. So like, my stomach sank when I thought about doing the ancestry, and that's why I held out on doing it for so long. But if I would have held out on doing it so long, if I would have held out even longer, I wouldn't have met my sister to be able to invite her to my mom's wedding, or met my dad before Father's Day. And it would have just been more time me not being able to spend that time with my family. And I feel like if you really have any questions or worries and things like that, ask your parents or your whoever first before you go ahead and take that next step. And if they're not honest with you and you feel like you want to know more, be willing to do it. It's okay. I mean, I feel like as adults, we're able to make our own decisions, and we shouldn't have to pay for things that they did in the past. And like I said, I have paid for it. I honestly, to God, I'm so grateful for my mom and how she raised me. But do I think that, I wish I would have had my father's side? I really do. And I just say that just to say, like, I feel like I would have gained even more experience. Like, I have family all over the world. Even bigger support, you know. But I'm grateful because guess what? I have that now. So I look forward to things now. Now I look forward to going to Vegas. I was just in Vegas in 2020 and my grandmother lives there. I didn't know that. I could have visited her when I was there, but I decided to take Ancestry now. If you guys, if you guys decide to take it earlier than later, the faster you know, the faster you can get things done. So yeah, it's been nothing short of like amazing with finding this out. And I feel like some people are more so worried about the consequences and feeling like maybe you'll be selfish for asking that, or maybe you embarrass somebody. Because honestly, guys, when I found out, I just deleted the people of Father A off of my social media because I wanted to post my sister. I wanted to post a picture of me and her and not feel guilty that he wasn't my dad or you wasn't really my sister. And I still haven't reached out to them to let them know, like, I found out that we're not even siblings, and your father was never my father. And the whole time I had anger against him, and not even anger, but I did feel a way about him because I'm like, why aren't you in my life? Like, you're in these kids' life, but you're not in my life. Like, I'm your daughter. And the whole time he wasn't even my father. So it's a lot of things that you just have to try to grasp and try to figure out for yourself and make understanding. And even in this situation, if my dad wasn't as receptive, that's something that I would have to live with. So a lot of times, like when you're watching these stories and you see that people life stories end up like this, sometimes these stories may not be your story. Like, I didn't expect this at all. I literally expected to take a DNA test. My mom did tell me that the guy was good. After she told me the truth, she did say that he was a good guy. So I expected him to want to be in my life and have a big brother. But now I have a brother, an older sister, and my dad is present, a grandmother with 16 siblings. So I have a huge family. Like, I have more than what I had thought. And it just continues. I have a niece and a nephew. Like, just definitely. And I want to say, definitely prepare yourself. Prepare yourself, because things change overnight. Things change. Once you get these results, it's going to change you, because it's going to open your eyes wider to life and different things. I mean, unless you already know who your biological father and mother is and things like that. And a lot of times when you take these tests, it could be exposing other people's truth. So like, my sister had someone come up on her ancestry and they were a high match, like the next one under me. And I checked my ancestry and she wasn't on mine. So she was related to my sister. So she could be possibly my sister's mother's sister. And my sister doesn't have a clue about this other person or her mother. So she could have found me. I'm her sister, and she could have found her mom's sister. So it's just limited. It's just unlimited things that can happen when you actually take the test. But I 110% recommend taking it, just to know. Like, even when looking at what I'm mixed with and things like that, I'm like, oh God. Like, it's just different. Like, you learn a lot about you. And like I said, being able to actually see my grandmother, my dad, my aunt, my uncle in pictures, it was just a great feeling. So I'm done rambling on. I know I've been talking way more than enough, but I just 110% recommend y'all take it. Take the Ancestry DNA. If you don't want them to store your DNA, put don't save, because I definitely put don't save for future references. But you guys should definitely take it, and sending love and peace to you guys in your story. Definitely, you guys can let me know or ask any other questions, because I am open as comfortable for me. Bye bye.